What does it take for an ordinary young woman to become a future queen? Not through royal blood, not through aristocratic privilege, but through patience, resilience, and a love story that captivated the world. Long before she became Catherine, Princess of Wales, she was simply Kate Middleton, a university student from a close-knit family who had no idea her life was about to change forever. Today, we're looking at the remarkable journey of the woman who went from commoner to future queen consort, and why many believe she may become one of the most influential royal figures of the modern era. For more than 2 decades, Catherine has been one of the most watched women in the world. She's been praised for her elegance, criticized by the tabloids, compared endlessly to Princess Diana, and scrutinized through every stage of her life. Yet through it all, she has built a reputation for grace, stability, and dedication to both her family and public service. In this video, we'll explore Kate Middleton's extraordinary journey, from her childhood and university romance with Prince William to her role as wife, mother, future queen, and one of the monarchy's most important figures. Let's get into it. The Girl, WHO wasn't born while. Catherine Elizabeth Middleton was born in Berkshire, England, the eldest of 3 children. Unlike many women who married into royal families throughout history, Kate didn't come from aristocratic circles. Her father, Michael Middleton, came from a family with connections to aviation and business. Her mother, Carole Middleton, came from a much more modest background. What united her parents was ambition. After meeting while working for British Airways, they built a successful party supplies business from the ground up. Their company eventually grew into a multi-million-pound enterprise, giving their children opportunities that previous generations of the family could only dream about. But money alone wasn't the secret. Kate grew up in a household known for stability, discipline, and strong family values. Those qualities would later become some of her greatest strengths. Education, that, shapt, sure. Kate's path wasn't always easy. As a teenager, she struggled during part of her education and reportedly found it difficult to settle into one of her early schools. Eventually, she transferred to Marlborough College, where she flourished. Friends described her as hardworking, athletic, and well-liked. She wasn't the loudest person in the room. She wasn't seeking attention. But she had a quiet confidence that would later serve her well under the world's spotlight. After graduating, she enrolled at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. And that's where fate intervened, meeting the future king. At St. Andrews, Kate met Prince William. At first, they were simply friends. They shared classes. They spent time in the same social circles. They gradually got to know one another away from the pressures of royal life. This foundation of friendship would later become one of the strongest aspects of their relationship. Unlike many royal romances of the past, theirs wasn't rushed. They had years to learn who each other really were. Friends would later say that Kate brought stability and normality into William's life. She encouraged him when he struggled academically and helped him adjust to university life. Their relationship developed naturally. And by the time the world began paying attention, they already had something many royal couples never had: an established friendship built on trust. Life under the spotlight. As William's relationship with Kate became public knowledge, media attention intensified dramatically. Photographers followed her everywhere. Newspapers analyzed her clothing, her appearance, and even her daily routines. For William, this raised painful memories. He had witnessed the relentless media pressure faced by his mother, Princess Diana. He worried whether Kate could handle that same level of scrutiny. At one point, the couple briefly separated. But instead of ending their story, the break strengthened it. When they reunited, their relationship appeared more solid than ever. They had tested their commitment and passed. The engagement that changed everything. In November 2010, the world finally received the news many had been waiting for. Prince William and Kate Middleton were engaged. The proposal took place during a trip to Kenya, and William chose a deeply symbolic ring. It was the sapphire engagement ring that had belonged to his mother, Princess Diana. The decision touched millions around the world. For William, it was a way of including Diana in one of the most important moments of his life. The engagement interview revealed something else. The couple appeared genuinely comfortable together. Their affection felt natural. Their friendship was obvious. Many observers felt they were witnessing a very different royal love story from those of previous generations. The Wedding OFA Generation. On April 29, 2011, Westminster Abbey became the center of global attention. More than 300 million people watched as Kate Middleton married Prince William. The wedding was both historic and surprisingly modern. Kate's now iconic wedding dress, designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen, was praised around the world. Elegant, timeless, and sophisticated, it instantly became one of the most celebrated royal wedding gowns in history. But beyond the fashion and pageantry, what people remembered most was the connection between the bride and groom. This wasn't simply a state occasion. It was clearly a love story. And people responded to that authenticity. Finding place in the royal family. Becoming a duchess was never going to be easy. Kate entered one of the most famous institutions in the world. Every appearance was analyzed. Every speech was judged. Every decision attracted attention. Public speaking, in particular, was challenging in the beginning. Her early speeches were cautious and nervous. But she persevered. Year after year, she improved. Today, she is considered one of the royal family's strongest communicators. Equally important was the support she received. Queen Elizabeth II reportedly welcomed Kate warmly into the family and gave her time to adapt to royal life. Rather than rushing her into countless engagements, the institution allowed her to grow into the role gradually. Wife, mother, and future queen. The arrival of Prince George in 2013 marked the beginning of a new chapter. The birth was celebrated across Britain and around the world. 2 years later came Princess Charlotte. Then Prince Louis arrived in 2018. Together, William and Catherine created the family life they had always wanted. Observers often note that William's childhood lacked some of the stability he now works hard to provide for his own children. Family has become central to their public image. Unlike previous generations, William and Catherine have consistently emphasized hands-on parenting and creating a normal environment for their children whenever possible. Creating her own legacy. For years, comparisons to Princess Diana followed Catherine everywhere. Many wondered whether she could ever live up to Diana's extraordinary legacy. But Catherine chose a different path. Instead of trying to become another Diana, she focused on becoming herself. Her work has concentrated on issues including children's welfare, early childhood development, addiction awareness, and mental health. These causes weren't chosen for headlines. They reflected long-term commitments. Over time, Catherine developed her own identity within the monarchy, one defined by consistency rather than drama, service rather than spectacle, and steady dedication rather than sudden gestures. Making OFA queen. Today, Catherine stands closer than ever to becoming queen consort. Her transformation has been remarkable. From university student, to royal girlfriend, to duchess, to mother of a future king, to one of the most respected members of the royal family. Many royal commentators believe her greatest strength is not glamour, fashion, or even popularity. It's stability. She brings calmness, reliability, and balance to an institution that has often faced turbulent times. And perhaps that is exactly what the monarchy needs as it moves into the future. Kate Middleton's story isn't simply about marrying a prince. It's about adapting to extraordinary circumstances while remaining true to who you are. From commoner to future queen, her journey has become one of the defining royal stories of the 21st century. What do you think has been Catherine's greatest strength throughout her royal journey? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal family stories, history, and exclusive insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.